It's so that when you talk about the game, you can talk about Rook, without necessarily having to explain your version of Rook every single time. I actually think it's fairly clever that everyone has like a code name, to be quite frank. We will continue this conversation in a moment. All right. Let's see here. Okay. A specialist, smart. Always wanted to meet him, or he might cause trouble. Nope, I always wanted to meet him. The demon of Verantium.
The demon's a legend. I've always wanted to meet him.
Happy to help. The demon got his nickname taking out blood mages and Venatori. There's been fewer stories in recent years, but your bosses would know.
The Talons? They're going to give me an earful.
If you want to look elsewhere.
I'll set up a meeting. What else?
A trip home.
Back to Minrathous.
Capital city and heart of Tevinter. An empire of mages that knows a thing or two about corrupt magic.
Tevinter authority...
Won't help and can't be trusted, which is why we talk to the Shadow Dragons. They're a resistance group that fights slavers, blood magic, and imperial corruption. They've got eyes and ears everywhere, including mine. If the gods enter the Empire, we might get something. Besides, I owe them an update.
She's a member. Are they mages?
Are they all mages?
Tevinter might prize its mages, but the Shadows accept anyone. We've all got a stake in the cause.
Well, your friends are our friends.
These people sound great. I mean, if they're anything like you.
No one's as good as they seem. But they try.
So, we talked to the Crows in Antiva and the Shadow Dragons in Minrathous.
I wouldn't mind checking in on my neighborhood either. If Balara's ready for us.
Yeah. Should check how things are going.
This is a good conversation. It brings up both your character's faction and her faction. I am slightly disappointed that they don't mention Harding's faction, the Inquisition, because they technically exist, even though they are now, as according to our decisions, a part of the Chantry. But she does have connections there still. So honestly, we should be bringing up the Inquisition. And when dealing with Blight, everyone, and I do mean everyone, knows that you reach out to the Grey Wardens, who specialize in dealing with Blight and Blight-related creatures. So why are they not talking about the Grey Wardens? I am a little bit disappointed that that conversation didn't have a connection to every faction you currently have access to, including, of course, the Veil Jumpers, which is Balara's faction. Although we are still, we are working with them currently, but so maybe that doesn't need to be said. I'm not as disappointed that that's not mentioned, but still, the Grey Wardens should have come up. I guarantee you, if you'd picked the Grey Warden origin option, they would have been brought up, but we'll see how that goes. Whoa, let's not fall off to our doom. It will just reset me to whatever default position there is, but still, let's not fall off to our doom. Let's try to avoid being clumsy, shall we? Open sesame.
Almost there. I just have to... Shit! Sorry.
Can I, help?
No, I got it. Mostly. Mirrors are funny things, aren't they? Reflections. They distort reality, no matter what you try. And there's the trick. Control that distortion.
We are up and running.
There you have it.
What is that place?
If I had to guess, it's the Fade. Another part of it, I mean.
Didn't Morrigan say this Illuvian could go anywhere? Didn't think that meant elsewhere in the Fade.
She called it the Vir of Us. Freedom of ways. I wonder...
She didn't break the archive crystal. She fumbled it, and then it became somewhat cracked. Maybe Morgan was wrong? Oh, she was not. She absolutely was not.
Maybe Morrigan got this one wrong. Or misspoke?
Morgan can be a little inscrutable sometimes, but she chooses her words very carefully.
Some of the older texts talk about a place in the Fade where all the Illuvians meet. A crossroads where you could travel across all of Thedas in just minutes.
Right. We saw something similar when we were chasing Solus. I wonder if it's the same.
It is alike, and it is not.
Okay, yes, we are in the Fade, and therefore spirits will just show up. Note that, per canon lore, spirits and demons are technically the same thing. One of them will be nicer to you than the other. Neat trick.
Either you found some way to get into the lighthouse without us seeing, or you've been here all along. Not sure which one worries me more.
They call it the
The
fast
wolf
travel
sang.
system.
You carry it now. Old paths. A new journey. Through there. I will wait.
Well, can't tell if that's a trap or not. But we're short on options. One way to find out.
And it didn't feel dangerous, you know? Almost more... sad.
Well, those two aren't exclusive. Let's just be careful.
We have no idea what or who they are.
Then...
So let's be careful. We need to be ready for anything.
And we still don't know what this Illuvian's gonna do. One of us should probably stay behind in case it closes.
Good point.
Just tell us when you're ready to go, Rook, and then we can figure out what's going on.
I am well. I'm just in a cutscene. So, yes, this is our introduction to the fast travel system of the Illuvians. So yay for us. I am doing as well as I can be while still trying to kick the crap out of this cold. Unfortunately for me, colds take forever to get over. Literally forever. But I'm not contagious anymore. I just am still trying to kick it. Yes. So we now have, well, Bellara has fixed that. She's not fixed the information spirit crystal yet, but she'll get to it. It's on her list of things to do. Let's see here. Dampener creates a counter resistance to the Fade. That's why it's safe to live here. No one's been torn apart yet that I know of, but the counter resonance from the dampener is tuned to this specific part of the Fade. The more you move away from the spot, the less effective it would be. There's a theory that every mage has a unique resonance. The way they touch magic is just a little bit different. Theoretically, you could tune the dampener to a person's resonance instead, make it so they couldn't use magic. Would be hard to figure out someone's specific resonance. Would need examples of their magic. Need third volume of Harris's collected essays. We'll ask the professor for it if he has it. This has so many connotations. What is the new one? This one. Letter to Charter. Yes, the trail went cold, but we haven't entirely lost it. Solus left us a little farewell note, so I'm not giving up just yet. Maybe it's gullible of me, but I know the Inquisitor feels the same. Solus... the Inquisitor is the Inquisition's title. Main character title. The Inquisitor. How could I forget that? It's in the name. Solus isn't too far gone to bring back. If he weren't, he could have just killed us when he had the chance. He didn't have to save her life when he took back the anchor. He didn't have to warn me and Harding to give up. I don't think he wants to do this, so I'm taking the chance. So yes, I know. Don't put anything in writing. I don't want it coming back to haunt me. Well, it's gonna haunt you anyway. did we miss? Oh, there was more things. Ah, letter from Solus to Elgernon. Elgernon's reply. Ooh. Sun Tamer, general of the enlightened army, first among the Evanuris, ruler of Arlathan, who woke at the dawn of the elves. From Solus Spirit Speaker, second to Mythal, Fenharel the Dreadwolf, who is no younger. I ask you again to reconsider. To claim there is no difference between ruling as king and ruling as god begs the question of why you feel it necessary to claim such a title for yourself. Most of the people accept your rule. You have shackled their bodies. Must you shackle their minds in turn? There is much we disagree upon, but you must see that hobbling our people with such claims will limit their spirits and tarnish the gleam of your leadership. Your power is unquestioned. May your wisdom match it. So he did try to convince Elgernon not to do this. Our Lord Elgernon has received your words and will give them the consideration they deserve, aka none. Rest well, knowing our Lord Elgernon is devoted to his people and their well-being and wishes for them to have lives of peace and abundance. Regards, Desmal, bloodbound to Elgernon, keeper of his rights on behalf of Elgernon's son Tamer, crown of Arlathan, first of the firstborn, lord of the day and of the night, who woke at the dawn with the Elven. He didn't even give the reply himself. What a dick. Still more codexes? What am I missing? Okay, mark it all as red since you're being glitchy. Jeez Louise. So there's Varric. There's everybody else. Give me the legend. Oh, it's just telling me that they're up a level. Okay, so if I do this... I understand now. Okay. What's going on in the journal? So... this is what we're currently tracking. Find a way to... yeah, so find the way to Treviso or the Docktown. And this would be the Docktown one. Okay, so we are tracking the correct one. Anything else going on here? No. Okay, I think that will remove all of the, hey, pay attention to me signals. Time to head out. Let's travel to the crossroads. So, this is where we can choose our party. Out of all options, we only have 3. It looks like there are 7 options. Each a different faction. These are all faction symbols. So we have the Veil Jumpers, whose faction symbol is up here, but I can't point at it and hover. Or maybe that's just showing that they're in the team. So we could have... Alright, you're a Veil Jumper, you're an Inquisition agent. You're a Shadow Dragon. We should probably take you... because we are going to go talk to the Shadow Dragons. We are an Antivan Crow, so talking to the crows means we just need to be there. So, do we take another mage? Or do we take another rogue? Because we don't currently have a warrior in our party. I'm going to take Harding. Yes, confirm party. This was the default party, but we're going to confirm it anyways. All right, so we're going to explore the crossroads and head out to either the docks. We're either going to go to Minrathos or Antiva. That's how that's working out. But yes, hi Fen. Welcome in. I hope you are well as well. And I am doing okay. Let's start our quest. This is where we're getting into, like, the non-tutorial levels.
Hello again. Who are you?
A caretaker. I go where I am needed, Dweller. Now, I am here.
And where is here?
The crossroads.
I could use a guide. Sure, I knew that. Or is it dangerous here? I think I could use a guide.
Can you help us? I get the feeling this is no place to get lost.
The Evenurus hunger for the crossroads. Their influence is spreading. Blight, death, madness. They send their minions to claim this place. The crossroads is in a time of need, Dweller. I cannot protect you.
You don't have to. If you're standing against the gods, then consider us reinforcements.
Ah, spirits. They just do that. Silly things that they are.